Welcome back to Deep Dive Station 6. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Charissa. Thank you so much for tuning back to the channel. We really appreciate having you here today.
Yeah, it's great to have you. So today's deep dive is all about what happens when you draw a new line on a transit map. Specifically, we're looking at the Surrey-Langley SkyTrain extension in British Columbia.
Right, which is actually a massive deal. It's the first rapid transit project south of the Fraser River in, well, 30 years.
30 years. That is, that's a generation. And our mission today is to figure out how this 13-kilometer expansion is moving so incredibly fast and why it's going to totally rewire the region's connectivity.
Oh, it absolutely will. We're talking about extending the Expo Line from King George Station in Surrey all the way down to Langley City Center.
Which means, what, 8 new stations?
Exactly, 8 brand new stations. And the physical construction is just blistering. The latest updates say the guideway foundations are already like 90% complete.
Wow, 90%. Yeah, I was looking at the site photos, and they're way past just moving dirt. Places like Fleetwood and Green Timbers are going vertical right now.
Yeah, over 30% of the elevated guideway is already built.
Right, and looking at those guideways, it's honestly like they're snapping together prefab Lego blocks right over the moving traffic. It's wild to watch.
Well, that prefab approach is exactly how they bypass the chaos on the ground. By keeping the trains elevated, they remove the transit system from the local traffic grid entirely.
So they don't have to shut down major roads for years on end.
Exactly, which is why the timeline is so aggressive. Track work actually starts the last week of April 2026.
That's coming right up.
Yep, and they project the whole system will be fully live by 2029.
Okay, wait. 2029 sounds amazing, but before we get to the price tag, we need to take a quick break.
Yeah.
If you're traveling locally, BC Ferries is introducing a brand new spring menu at Seaskates.
Oh.
Yeah, it features fresh new dishes alongside the favorites you'll love. They've got this hearty scramble bowl, a lighter continental plate breakfast, and of course, sweet tooth dessert options.
Sounds delicious.
You can check out the menu at www.bcferries.com and start planning your perfect meal. It's available on the Spirit of Vancouver Island and the Spirit of British Columbia between Swartz Bay and Salwasan. All right, let's get back to the math on this SkyTrain.
Right, the $5.7 billion investment.
Yeah, $4.4 billion from BC and $1.3 billion from Canada. For 14 kilometers, that sounds, well, absurdly expensive if we're just saving commuters 25 to 30 minutes.
Well, yeah, but the math doesn't work if you only view it as a train. The government isn't just buying tracks here.
What do you mean?
They're funding what's called transit-oriented communities. When you drop a high-capacity station somewhere, you instantly change the zoning and the density economics around it.
Oh, so developers suddenly have guaranteed foot traffic.
Precisely. They're projecting 80,000 riders a day by 2050. That totally justifies building high-density housing and commercial spaces right there.
So the station basically becomes an economic anchor.
Exactly. And the services follow the density. The plans show they're actively coordinating this with new primary care facilities and child care centers around the stations.
That makes sense. A child care center obviously wants to be right where thousands of parents are walking every single morning.
Right, and clinics want patients to reach them without needing a car. They're even adding 14 kilometers of fully separated multi-use pathways for walking and cycling right along the corridor.
Wow. So it's not just getting a half hour back each way. It's having your doctor, your daycare, your grocery store right on your daily route.
Yep. The rail line is the catalyst. It's estimated to support 26,700 jobs.
That is huge.
And with 56,000 riders expected in just the opening year, you're essentially moving a small city's worth of people every single day.
So whether you're trying to escape Fraser Valley traffic or you just care about urban development, this really shows how targeted infrastructure completely reshapes how we live and work.
It really gives us little dots on the map an actual pulse.
It really does. And it leaves you with a big question, If one 14-kilometer extension can shift the economic gravity of 80,000 people by 2050, what other peripheral regions out there are just one rail line away from total transformation?
Definitely something to think about.
For sure. Thank you again for tuning in. Keep tuning us over and over again. Keep chiming and listen to Deep Dive Station 6. See you next time.